Hello, everyone. Good evening. Kamita, congrats on getting first. Welcome to the stream. I'm having some tea right now. So, I don't know how many hydrates I'll have today, but I've had plenty already. But how are you guys doing? What you guys eat before coming to the stream? I had dinner and I made some pasta with some salmon and veggies, and it was really good. I just saw shit in the fridge and I said, yes, it is going in my pasta. And so it did. Oh my god, air fryer chicken and rice. I really want to get an air fryer, but I don't have space in the kitchen at the moment. And I feel like space would be a very cool thing to have, just in general. But God, an air fryer sounds so cool. It is essentially a mini oven, but being a mini oven, it means it, you know, gets hotter quicker, and that is just so convenient. That sounds so cool. They're kind of chunky. Yeah, yeah, I have no space for them at all. But one can dream, and in the future, when I have my own place, get you goddamn, you can bet on your life I will have an air fryer. Yes, sir, yes, sir. I have one an air fryer. Also, on Discord, if you have seen or have not, we already chose a movie for movie night. It is not happening this week, but the next, and we are choosing a date for next week. So if you still haven't voted, it's either what is it? Either Wednesday or Thursday next week, either the 11th or 12th. It is going to be at 10 p.m. GMT plus one because the hour change here, daylight savings and all. It's crazy. Because the movie is roughly 2 hours, so to me they'll end at midnight. So I can still sleep and get ready for the next day and everything in time. So that's why I chose that time. I hope it works for you guys. Wednesday is actually winning right now with 5 votes to none. So if you want to pick your vote, make sure to go on the Discord. Hi, welcome to the stream. Yes, thank you for plugging the Discord. Make sure you guys vote. Make sure you guys vote. Elder, you didn't miss much. I asked what you guys eat. I had pasta with veggies and salmon and all over the place, but it was very tasty. And I was talking about movie night next week. What do you think? What did you eat? Pasta too? Oh my god, pasta buddies, pasta buddies. And I'm having some tea right now, so I don't know how many hydrates I'll have today. But I've had my share of hydrates by myself. What'd you have pasta with? What were your sides? Hydrate. I just took a sip of tea. Thank you. I'll take that. Oh god. Also, I really appreciate the funnies and the pet pics and everything on Friday. It was really, really, really tough, that driving lesson. It's like I was there, but I wasn't. My body was there, but not my brain. The teacher would tell me to do something, and I either would do it wrong or just wouldn't do it. I don't know what was going on my brain. Nothing, actually. I feel like before I left the house, I left my brain too. It was tough. My next lesson is Wednesday, and I hope to God it goes better. It better be better. Cause goddamn, that was hard. I came home and I cried, dude. That really got to me. That I was just there. I wasn't doing anything. It was so frustrating because I didn't know what was going on. So Wednesday better go better. I'm gonna be really, really, really frustrated. But anyway, isn't this fun? I'm gonna open the game. Um, so I remember with the game, we are going to start in a dialogue little session because that's where I ended last time. And the topic is either someone is pretending to be the dead producer that we found in the beginning of the game, or the one we saw was not actually the dead producer. Also, say hello to you guys. I'm trying to capture buried stars, but it's capturing opera. so you guys can see yourself. Whenever you want, game, whenever you want. Oh, okay, I had to click it. My bad. There it is. Buried stars. Do tell me if the audio is fine and everything, you know, the usual. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit on my headphones, but I can turn it down on stream too if you need. Alright. So, Belligered, is that the chapter name? Maybe. So let's resume. Okay, yeah, we are starting the dialogue. Communication started. Okay, it is not even 1 a.m. yet. Let's talk to Juyoung. At least there's not much to talk about. Strange letter. Yeah, we are being blackmailed, essentially. Thank you. Sound is good. I think it means there was a deep-seated grudge. Oh, I didn't read that. Oh, sorry. Even when I was in Masquerade, I never received a threatening note like that. You didn't have any fans who were maybe a little too fanatic? Doyon, you're too humble. You're a fine man. What? No, you don't say that. What? No, don't say that. Do you? His feelings. Jung's gaze turned to where Duyun was standing. But the blackmail is not an important issue right now. It's not like this stage was destroyed by the blackmailer. Plus, it's got nothing to do with what happened to Sungyeon. Trying to find a connection between them seems far-fetched at the moment. Yeah, we can barely manage the current situation. We need to focus on writing out the crisis at hand. Investigation rumor. I knew they were going to do it. But I didn't know they would go this far. It doesn't mean I was okay with it. They should at least tell us that what they're going to talk about. It's frustrating to find about it later after being left out of the loop. I prepared myself for it when I signed the contract, but you didn't know they would go this far, right? Duyun couldn't help but to nod his head. In that aspect, things aren't different for us. Whether we knew about it or not, we were both caught off guard. Do you think they didn't inform us properly because they thought we wouldn't agree to it? Well, that could be the case. Or maybe they wanted to avoid losing any time. Losing time. To think that it's a waste to give an explanation about it. This kind of thing happens all the time when they're in a hurry. Okay. What was that, actually? A rumor that BSR staff conducted background checks on the contestants beyond the scope of the contract in search for ideas for the show. Okay, that makes sense. Oh my god!
Sleepy Lip just joined the hideout. Damn, those stars really are buried, ain't them?
We thought they were, but maybe they aren't so buried after all. Welcome to the stream. That's my boy, Sleepy Lime. I'm sipping the tea. Oh shit. Oh yeah. What I miss? Do you mean from the stream or from the whole game? Because it's a whole situation, friend. It's a whole situation. But I'm glad you made it. Let's see where it takes us today. But basically, stage, blah, 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 and all the audience managed to evacuate and the staff too, but the stars are still on the stage and in the venue. Right. And like everything is crumbling. Every now and again, there'll be tremors and shit will fall down. And we were trying to find our producer because there was no evidence that she escaped or that she was still in the venue because we didn't know anything about her. Eventually, we did find her. She was very much dead. We found her in the stage with rubble on top of her. So she was dead. And last stream we checked other probably safe places, but we decided to move back to the main stage. That would probably be safer because it is an open venue, it is an open space, so maybe it is better to be there. But then at the end of the stream, there was someone on Twitter saying that they were the producer, that they are not dead, and they are blackmailing us and exposing us. So this is where we are at the moment. We are checking with the stars to see what they think about the rumors and the blackmailing and everything. And we are going from there. That's where we left off, and now we are talking to the stars. Got it? Got it. A very brief explanation. But the VODs are on YouTube if you want to see them. It's got nothing to do with the situation we're in right now. Yeah, but it also means that Seyoung was directly involved in the beef too, right? Gyuk slowly nodded. Anyone can post comments, but to send a threatening note like that is no easy task. Ina received a letter, and if they send it to Seyoung directly... I don't think any mail is screened. They would have screened them if there was any. That's strange, considering how nosy they can be on other matters. From another perspective, it could be typical of B-stars. Neglecting an issue that requires attention and intervening in a matter that needs to be left alone. You have a point. Seyoung was both popular and notorious even before she took charge of B-stars. Maybe you were just ignorant. Blackmail could have been a common thing for her. Maybe. I don't know. Investigation rumor. I don't think it's a groundless rumor. They knew more than what was revealed through interviews. And I don't think they're psychic. I guess the others were surprised too. I can't remember if I mentioned it or if maybe they heard it from somewhere else. It made me reflect on what I've said in the past. I had a feeling that there was some kind of Maginot line. Oh my god, I need to Google that. Maginot line. It's a line that failed. The Maginot Line was a vast fortification that spread along the French-German border, but became a military liability when the Germans attacked France in the spring of 1940. So something that was built to protect something, but failed in the end, right? Oh my god, my boy's smart. I felt drained when they showed the interview with our friends and families. Gyuk gently stroked his tie knot. I don't know, I had so many friends. I had been a homebody for quite a while. They even dug into a subtle nuance of every detail. Do you remember that vague clause in the contract? I'm pretty sure it's all related to that. They tried to dig as deep as they could to make us as popular as possible, on the condition that we keep quiet about it. Alright. Oh, I need to go to Twitter. Oh, you're talking about the blackmail? Did it actually happen? Uh-oh. Sil scratched his head. It's true. She received blackmail. They sent her cut letters from magazines and pasted them on paper. Well, she's done a lot of things in the past, but this was new for her. But as you know, this one was very controversial. Okay, threat. She received anonymous blackmail right after the finals began. She had done many things in the past, but it was the first time she received blackmail. Interesting. You know, about the rankings, how many minutes of footage, song selection, people complain about all kinds of things. It's got nothing to do with the collapse or that's the Twitter account that's been spreading things. I got carried away and said something stupid earlier. But if it was blackmail about the show, do you think about it? What would you do if there was a child right in front of you? Sorry. What would you do if you received blackmail? I'd have to find the sender. A threat could always develop into a real action. Shouldn't fall for it by reacting to you. There'd be nothing I could do. Depends on how serious the threat is. But I'd probably do nothing. It really depends on what the threat is, right? Like, what are you gonna do? It depends if the threat has terms and conditions, you know, like a ransom or something. But yeah, I shouldn't fall for it. She had no choice but to ignore it. Running wildly would only prove that she had fallen for it. Maybe that's what the sender wanted to see. Sil slowly nodded after staring at him for a moment. Okay, he likes me now. That's the show's official stance towards threats and blackmail. You said Inha received a letter from an unknown source, right? The production crew responded in a similar way. She told me herself, the wording was a bit different. Popularity or not, she just went. But it was the same reason after all. I don't think there was any reaction. If she appears to be in a rush, it will just make the sender happy. She needs to come out looking sharp as usual so as to show his action had no effect on her whatsoever. Okay, but I imagine, like, okay, I received blackmail, I received threats. I'm gonna be a little shaken up about it, especially if it's a stalker like Inha. I would be very scared. She just got, Inha is gay, oh my god, I'm so happy for her. I can't wait to talk to her and tell her congratulations. You know, it's okay, we are not judging here. Oh, I need to talk to her soon. That's why Seung ignored it. Congrats on gay. Are you saying it's irrelevant to the phater account that's been acting out? I believe so. Blackmail. Still confirmed that the blackmail Seung received was composed by cutting and pasting letters from print media. Okay. Background checks. You guys conducted them, right? Oh. Still fiddle with the backstrap. What contestants told us just wasn't enough. Why is that? They tend to massage their stories to make themselves look better, and there wasn't enough info. For example, Hyesung didn't mention anything about his criminal record. How far did you investigate? Sil's eyes quivered for a second. We didn't do it directly. That means we hired agencies. What? Controversy. She made it this far by carefully walking the line of legality. Despite her success, public opinion about her was mixed. You left it up to the outside organizations? We had too much work with little time. Outsourcing. Because the info provided by the contestants could have been distorted, the show collected more data using other methods. Since the show staff was already so busy, they hired background check agencies to carry out the work. Oh. We don't work with the agencies anymore. Hi, welcome! Welcome. Did you gather enough info? No, there was an issue. Hyesung, for example, it was ridiculous. The staff began to complain because one of the agencies was making too many mistakes.
そうですよ。
We didn't even pay off the entire balance because it was their fault. Using agencies to conduct background checks and terminating the contract. Didn't the agencies file a lawsuit if they weren't paid in full? The agency was basically ripped off. Should have told the contestants about it. Did the agency file a suit? They weren't paid in full.
それなら
Did the agency file a suit? If you didn't pay the balance, you violated the contract, right?
はい。
I'm surprised you would ask me that. Well, maybe I'm a little smart. There were conditions when we signed the contract.
そう思います。
Both sides had to take responsibility for the mistakes they made, and there were also a clause concerning confidentiality.
そう
So, they just called it a day? Happy with the previous payments?
ということは、
If there's a dispute, the agency has to refund the full amount.
いや、
It's pretty serious if the agency was hired.
そうですけ
It
ど、
was also stated in the contract for contestants. Entrust the show with a decision and don't hold each other responsible for incidents that happened during the show. That's unfair though.
どうしてもですね。
So you needed the ingredients. I know it could be a very controversial issue, but I think it was a necessary evil for the show. It was necessary. I can't believe I'm arguing Seon's side right now. I guess I began to resemble her as much as I hated her. Imitation. Seal hated the producer, but always looked down on him. But ironically, he liked her way of doing things. He said he took her after. Oh my god. He said he took after her in some ways while still hating her.
つまり、
Anyways, as you said, we just ignored it. That's how we got this far. Okay, contract termination. Contracts with background check agencies were terminated after some controversy surrounding Hyesung's past, but confidentiality clauses will likely keep the agencies quiet. Okay. Inha, I want to talk to you. Congrats on the big gay. Oh my god.
なんなのマジで。
There were so many letters. What's this place? A post office? I didn't know Seung received one too.
でしょ
I guess that's why she told me to keep quiet about it. Well, that wasn't my character in the first place.
そうか。
Seung told me she received it before shooting this episode. Do you think there were similar incidents in the past?
わかんない。
Who knows? People have been saying controversial things about her from way back. And her notoriety continued to be stars. I don't think it was a one-time incident. Ina shook her head after a brief pause.
だとしたら、
Then we could both call the police.
そうだった。
Did she tell you to think of it as popularity?
そうね。
Yeah, popularity.
そうか。
Do you think she tried to keep quiet about the blackmail because of this content? Maybe.
わかんない。
Now that I think about it, I'm not so sure anymore. Would I have reported the sender if they told me to?
そうだったけど、
You didn't tell me either about what was in the letter.
本当に
Why would you even want to read it? Do you love me that much?
違う
It's not even a nice letter. Do you really want to show it around to everyone? No, listen to me and I love you. I'm sorry I asked. Be careful next time then. Investigation rumor. I told them pretty much everything, but I guess that wasn't enough for them. I thought most of us were aware, although it's different from the actual deed. Did you know about it? Ina put her hand in her jacket pockets.
いや、
No. There wasn't much about my past in the first place. I thought I might have unknowingly mentioned something about my past during the interview.
そうかも。
That sounds like you. As you said, they barely talked about your past.
それは、
But you were the only one. Why?
でしょ
How would I know? The whole thing was designed by Seung. I guess my past wasn't interesting enough. Outsourcing. They even contracted some of this out to other agencies. We could sue them for this, and they would have to keep their mouths shut.
そうか
What we revealed to them couldn't satisfy their curiosity, I guess.
それは
Maybe they thought there was more to our story. If they asked us directly, we could have just lied to make ourselves look good. That was sharp, considering how they barely talked about your past. Ina raised her eyebrows.
そうね
Probably because I lived a perfect life? Okay. Do you think I made a deal with the production crew? They just thought my past was boring.
そうだ
If it was exciting, they would have broadcasted it, even if you tried to stop them.
でしょ
Exactly.
とりあえず
Anyway, hiring other agencies was excessive. It was stated in the contract, but not to this extent. Okay, what do you got here, son? You liked her a lot, the producer.
やれやれ
They didn't even know what they're dealing with. If the accident hadn't happened, she would have sued them right after the finals ended. I don't believe that.
もし
Did you see what it was about?
知らない
Nope, I just know she received something.
それなら
How did you know it was blackmail?
考えてみろ
You know it when you see it. It certainly... Oh yeah. Ah, excuse me. It certainly wasn't a love letter, right? Still definitely knows better. His son blew his bangs away from his forehead.
でしょ
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I knew many people weren't happy with how she was running the show, but blackmail? Wow. It goes to show that Sunyoung had her own problems.
もしも
Do you think the Twitter account sent the letter?
違う
There's no connection.
まったく
It's just a hunch. You know, they're a jerk.
そうだな
I know they're a jerk, but I don't see the connection. Of course you don't. I was just saying because they piss me off. Investigation rumor.
まったく
There's nothing to it. Were you okay with it?
あ
Then what? Show ourselves as is? This is how we look. Please like us. Is that what you want to tell them? Hyesung clicked his tongue.
見てみろよ
What you need is good storytelling. You need to highlight various aspects of your life, okay?
そうだったな
I gave them my consent, although they squeezed too much out of my past.
でしょ
You can't believe everything they say. No one does that. Some things need to be exaggerated a little. They can just put everything out there, you know? If that's the case, why did you?
何
What about me? Are you trying to rub salt in my wound?
それは
Why would you call it a wound? Uh-oh. You don't even know.
チェ
And me being exposed like that had nothing to do with Beastars. That's why I've been keeping my mouth shut. To be honest, I don't understand why you guys are acting all sensitive about it. Okay, Mr. Testosterone. The outsourcing. Well, if you don't have enough manpower, you have to hire others to do the job.
そうかも
It seems they had been gathering info randomly to the best of their ability.
そうだ
It's not like they could read the minds of the contestants. What they needed was a cross-check. You sound so cool about it.
でしょ
You didn't know? I'm at another level in terms of coolness. They spent money, which is good for the economy.
それは
It's money that was traded for your personal information.
それで
So what? Should I kneel down and wait for punishment? They probably went to see some school friends and called it a day. Looks like the background check wasn't all that hardcore. Yesung brushed his hair back with his hand.
チェ
They deserved it. They should have done their job.
大丈夫
Are you really okay with that?
まったく
What if I'm not? Should I rip up the contract and lie down on the floor? Whatever they investigated, the things they broadcast weren't anything serious to the best of my knowledge. It was for mutual benefit and nobody crossed the line. Hydrate, thank you. Kneel down and punishment, kinky ass. You can't look at me and say that he wouldn't enjoy it. Men looks like he would enjoy it. I don't know. Outsourcing. What do you think, big boy?
知ってた。
I knew there were people other than the staff.
そうか。
You did? How?
それが
I got a call from my uncle's house after a long time of not speaking with them. I guess someone had been snooping around his house and got mad at me for it. I asked the production crew, but they denied it.
結局
Later on, I found out the story was mentioned during the show.
だから
That's how you sensed it.
知らなかった。
But I didn't know other agencies were involved. I guess they've gathered all possible information. That's why they were so confident about the contestants relating to the contestants. Contents. Oh god. I'm reading. I know how to read. Hugh frowned and smiled at the same time. So, are you telling me he did this? Smiled and frowned at the same time, huh? He just... Okay. Anyhow, my uncle was furious that day.
Eh?
Is it because you had been exemplary in the past? No, not really. He just had no interest in me. Oh, okay. What do you think about
そうい
outsourcing?
えば
There was a reason why the info was so detailed.
そうだけど
They can look up some on the internet, but it's not easy to find stories that happened years ago. The scope of friends and families contacted by the show, it couldn't have been handled by the staff. If this gets exposed, it could pose a serious issue.
よく聞いて
The show signed the contract with the firms, so there must have been a lot of conditions. I don't know how big those companies are, but they wouldn't be able to fight a giant broadcasting company,
多分
which means they would never expose it first. It's a strange world.
違うわ
The production staff must be familiar with it. Seungyeon was known for conducting background checks on the cast even before joining B-Stars.
間違いないわ
She was notorious for doing that little by little. She would expose one thing and move on to the next if there's a challenge. It's like she was playing chess. She was elaborate.
確かに
She never gave up until the counterpart surrendered.
わからないわ
I still don't know how far she went with the background check.
はい。
Because she's dead. Wah, wah, wah. Jung smiled bitterly. Yeah, I'll never get to know now. Okay, so I'm guessing the rest of the clues are gonna be on phater. What on earth are they talking about? Okay, don't fall for the internet trolls saying blah, 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 is spreading false rumors. I'm tired of hearing the same criticism. He gained attention through great talent. Wait, who is he? Oh, this is me. Let me answer. Show appreciation or complain. Thank you. This happens all the time. Don't worry about me. I've been through so much since the preliminaries. No, I'm gonna be thankful. I'm gonna show my appreciation to my fans. So sad to hear that it happens all the time. You got more screen time because you got good reviews and didn't cause any controversies. I didn't expect to get attention like this.
うん。
So I guess some people still believe me. Yeah, dude, let's go. He decided to check for new mentions later. No, I'm doing right now. Wait, I knew what this was. You've done something wrong? Why remain all silent again when that troll runs amok a phater? Okay, so these are the threats. The top 5 contestants are showing no remorse and talking mindlessly without knowing that they are trapped there for punishment. They left me to die, but they will pretend as if nothing bad happens after they rescued and continue to deceive their fans. Contestants with a lower rank say what? Hyusung and Doyoon look incredible stupid and their fans too. What the fuck, man? Don't say that. Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm checking the mentions on phater. And seeing what's up. I'm basically at the point where we left last time if you were here. Scholarships are supposed to go to needy students. How could it go from a student from such a rich family? Law unless it was totally illegal. Interesting, that's about it. That wraps up today's introduction, blah, blah, blah. I knew that, lol, a fool can tell a lie. I heard she took a barista course and worked at a cafe. Her panic attacks can be real? Okay. There are still people buried under the fallen building and they can see these comments too. Don't lie about someone dying or impersonate someone or spread false rumors. This person, very good person. I wasn't here last time. Mind to give me a little rundown about what happened? Okay. So I'm gonna do the quickest little debrief I gave to Sleepy in the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you were here. I remember you were here once, but I don't know which stream that was. So big contestant, big drama show. Venue was built in a very short time. They had to bribe the. I'm gonna give a more detailed debrief. So the venue had to be rushed. So people bribed the constructors so they would pass some illegalities, like just look the other way, so the venue can be made in time. But because the venue was not made properly, it crumbled and there was tremors and everything fall down. The audience and most of the staff were able to get out. Us, the contestants, the stars, are here stuck. And that's about it. Also, there's barely any service. Our like smartwatches are not working all properly, so we have to work with that. At first, we were looking for a producer because they didn't specify if she managed to escape or if she was still in the venue with us. There was nothing, like no info that was given to us where she was, so we were looking for her. Eventually, we did find her. She was she was very dead. In amidst the rubble, and we had to investigate her body and everything. We were pretty grossed out about it, but we had to move on. We didn't move her. We had to move on. We left her where she was. Last stream we checked on more possible safe spaces that we could go to, but we ended up staying at the main stage because the main stage is an open space. So it's better to stay at an open space than a smaller space that we were looking into. So we came back to the main stage, and then we got all notifications on our smartwatches that either someone was impersonating the producer, saying that they were blackmailed, that they're trapped for punishment, sharing details about us, like saying really mean things to us. But it's either someone impersonating to be the producer, or it is actually the producer, and the person that we found wasn't her. But I don't know. The producer is pretty hot. I won't lie. That's true. That is true. I hope she's alive. And so that's basically what oh my god, where we're at right now. We are talking to the contestants to see what they think about it. And now I'm checking on the social media to see what the audience and the people think about this, because I need to gather some clues. So that's it. She really fainted in the rival mission. She hasn't pretended to suffer from panic attacks. Don't be so mean. It's too much for her. Was it all a show? Making a fuss on the stage? I knew it. She was doing all those things to get more votes. Pathetic. Is that Joyoung? Panic attack aired on TV. Oh my god, baby. I'm so sorry. Faked panic attacks. When Joyoung showed symptoms of panic attacks during the show, many people suspected her of faking it to win sympathy votes. Thank you for the little rundown, cutie. Hey, you got it. Her first panic attack occurred when she left her group, but she didn't have any while she was serving as coffee barista, and then it came back on stage when she was in trouble. After she left the group, Joyoung spent her free time working in a cafe as a barista, but just in case you didn't know, coffee is well known to aggravate panic attacks and depression. Contradictory. The person that is impersonating the producer pointed out that Juyung enjoyed coffee as a barista after leaving her group. They didn't forget to point out that coffee and panic attacks didn't mix well. It could have been decaf. It could have been decaf. Or a panic attack that occurred when her luck was down, gaining her a lot of sympathy votes. And here we are with Juyung. What do you know about her? Remember Beloved, our own team, when she was destroyed? Oh my god, fucking Hyosung, are you serious? There are no records of Gyuhook receiving a scholarship. Then what illegal scholarship are you talking about? Don't cook up a lie. I'm totally pissed off. Is it Yesung or Duyun trying to affect the popularity vote? How are you doing, by the way? I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I had a driving lesson Friday that didn't go well, and I was really frustrated and bummed out about it. I didn't spend a good Friday, I can tell you that. But the weekend went great. I had a sleepover and I went out with some friends. And today, you know, business as usual. And I'm here, so, you know, it's about what we make out of a bad situation, you know? I'm still thinking about what I done in the driving class, and I'm pretty embarrassed about it and everything. But I really can't just thinking about I can't think about it because my next driving lesson is on Wednesday, and if I think about it, it's just gonna make it worse. And I just have to believe that Wednesday is gonna be better, and it will be better. I'm hoping that it will, honestly. My goodness, it has to be. So yeah, it's whatever I make out of a bad situation that really, you know, impacts it. So I'm trying to distract myself as well. So how are you doing? Hey, listen, I'm just drinking my tea, playing this game. It's fine. It's fine. But how are you? Blah, 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 blah. Don't try to delete comments and run away. I've captured the posts already to send them to the broadcasting station and B-stars. So this is from who? He has talent and works really hard. He received a scholarship from his university. How likely is that for a rich student to get a scholarship intended for low-income students? So this is Gyuhook. Unfair acquisition. Claimed that Gyuhook had unfairly taken away the scholarship opportunity from a needy student. First place is, as always, well, should I read this from the bottom? I'm not sure. There is a reason why Inha is called the rumor generator. It's not part of her show concept. That's just what her fans claim. Why doesn't she explain herself about all those rumors? Because the rumors are true. We don't know where she was born, where she went to school, what her real name is, or even what her real personality is like. Hyosung blamed her for what after the team mission ended. She hasn't talked about her past on TV yet, but many people think that's a part of her mysterious concept. Do you think she didn't want us to, or that she couldn't talk about it? Oh my god, what's she really like when she's not on stage? Raise a question of why the staff was not revealing Ina's past. They assumed that there must be something fishy in her past. Doing fine, I went on to meet up with an old high school friends, and we played a bit of soccer and had a drink afterwards. It was nice catching up, and yeah, catching up is always nice with old friends. And you played soccer? Oh my god, how was soccer? I was terrible at it at high school, but hey, soccer gets the blood pumping, and that's pretty cool. Especially, you know, playing games with friends is always good. I'm glad you had a good time. Rumor spreading that the Masquerade have been having a serious inner conflict even before you left. Is that about you and Wusuk, or are they just saying it after the B-Stars episodes? Maybe they got that information from B-Stars episodes. Deny the issue. Ask back about the topic. Maybe you knew about the incident where they failed to make the record deal. Should I ask about the topic? Or just saying it after watching B-Stars episodes. I'm gonna ask back about the topic. Fuck it. What do I have to lose? Then he might have heard something. It was true that there had been lots of conflicts. Maybe they knew about the incident where we spoiled the record deal. Not that many people know about that. You don't think Wusek has been telling people, right? He's still arguing with your fans on phater. What's he trying to pull? If there's some truth to Seungyeon's story, things could get worse. Blah, 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 blah. It was so fun, had a decent amount of exercise with the penalty shots and running. Oh my, what did you drink afterwards? I'm really curious because I went to the bar Saturday. I also went out for some drinks and it was awesome. What you guys, what you have for drinkies? Inha, a cute girl, she has so much talent when compared to Hyesung. Aren't you curious how this talented girl came out of nowhere? All of the audience saw him so spaced out and lazy after the accident occurred during the finals. I find it so funny for him to act like he's mourning Young so seriously now. Hyesung, distracted, acquired. Like the fit though. Hyesung looks lost on TV. Some claimed he looks shocked after the news of his prior school violence broke. Well, where did all these facts come from? No idea who it is, but I guess they definitely know about all Dooyun. Maybe it's Seungyeon Shin herself. He's waiting for the controversy to blow over, but he should just act more aggressively to go up in the ranking. Called it a false accusation that there was a betrayer, and if some fans really believed him, he thought it was unfair. He should have explained himself or resigned. Okay, this is talking about me. Everyone knows that the producer gives a special treatment to Hyesung. I did everything I could to push Hyesung up in the ranking. I got involved in the editing process and pressured the judges. Favoritism. Claimed that Seungyeon had favored Hyesung in every way. Great concept. Blah, 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 blah. How many shares on that fake post? I saved your post in case and reported them. Knock it off, so annoying. Unlucky coffee. That's nice. TikTok tack. Found this on random internet search. It has a producer official account. I saw it too when it appeared as one of the most viewed posts. I've never heard of Seungyeon Shin using phater before. Rest assured, yeah. An anonymous account using the name of the Seungyeon has appeared on phater is attracting attention by spreading salacious rumors. Yeah, I should definitely start from the bottom, but now I'm already here. He would have classmates and extorted money, so all students avoided him. This is Hyesung. Yeah. One of Hyesung's high school friends said that he was violent and extorted money out of his classmates, so everyone avoided him. I don't know how he was in high school, but he was a good student in middle school. I'm not trying to blindly defend Hyesung. I don't have all the details. What a fucking loser. These adult fits are on flick, bro. I wish I was as stylish as them. That's true. Like, look at Mr. Dooyun right here. I love this fit, dude. We've been receiving tons of messages asking about the show. We are not sure about our future in the show, but since there are so many of you expressing your support, certainly we can end like this, right? Thank you for your continued interest in our show. We are trapped on the fucking stage. Help? The company seems to be more concerned with the timing of when to resume the show, when they didn't even take control of the situation. Some criticize them for that, while some seem to understand them. Please help. Can you please just shut up, dude? Is everyone just in shock at such a crazy and huge accident? I know how much you are worrying about the contestants. The good news is our lovely Jooyoung is alive, and so are there many others. Yep, I guess. B-Stars didn't provide a staff list to the rescue team, so they can possibly know who's missing and who's been rescued. The list of staff members who was working at the time of the accident wasn't finalized yet. It will take some time to identify who's still missing. There's more people. We just handed a list of the audience members to the rescue team. We are sorry we have caused you so much anxiety. The rescue team got the list of the stage audience and is now counting the number of survivors. Okay, this is everything. So, who probably knows more about everything right now is Seal. So I want to talk to him about the audience list, the staff list, and everything. They're done counting the audience survivors. They count every one of them when they enter the building. Still stared at the other side of the stage with a somber look on his face. I'm just hoping nobody dies until this is over. Although it might be too late now.
大丈夫
Don't worry, everything's going to be alright. And we'll make it out of here safely.
わかりました
I should hope so if I'm to endure this. Winding up the matter of responsibility, I can't think about those right now. Although there's only so much I can do as a low-level staff member.
あのさ
We need to focus on keeping ourselves safe for now.
はい
Yeah, I agree. We need to get out of here first. That's true. Wanted to talk about the staff list.
まだですよ
They still haven't confirmed the number of staff.
そうだったけ
I thought it would be quicker than counting the audience.
どなんでですか
Why?
それは
Because they all worked here and there's probably less people, right? Still stared at Duyun for a moment.
相葉さん
Could you put a bit more thought into it?
Hmm.
About why there's a delay in confirming the list of the staff survivors?
はい
Yes, do you know why the things are going the way they are? Fuck no. I think I know. I should pretend to know just to satisfy him. I should answer frankly. No idea. No. Listen, I have no clue.
うん
I'm not sure, to be honest.
本当ですか
You don't know? Are you serious? I'm sorry, this is my honest answer. I am being honest! Duyun stood awkwardly and still nodded.
そうですね
You didn't have to know about it since you're one of the contestants. Okay, good, because I don't know about it. I might have been offended if you lied about it. See?
そんなところ
There are
で
different types of staff members. We have temps and some workers from partner companies. It's not as systematic as checking the audience when they enter.
うん
I see, I didn't
そう
know.
かな
That's just how it is around here. It's just that I feel bitter about how they treat the staff. Missing people. It's easy to check the number of survivors from the audience, but more difficult for the staff because the exact number of temps and subcontractors isn't clearly known. Okay. Anything you want to talk about? That rumor started around.
はい
Playing favorites? They came up with some time after the preliminaries.
そうだ
I'm not just talking about the amount of screen time given to Hyesung. They didn't take any action even after the exposure of his past.
それは
There were too many people during the preliminaries. The production crew tends to focus on the contestants who stand out.
認めます
Well, there's something I should admit.
そうか
Admit what? I can't deny the fact that the show was favorable towards Hyesung. But why Hyesung out of all contestants? No more after the exposure of the school violence, but it's not like that now, is it? But why Hyesung?
あのさ
Out of so many fine contestants.
だからです
That's what I'm saying.
ユーマ
Why Hyesung out of all the contestants? Well, she deserves such a piece of blackmail. But let's move on to the next topic. Still bit on his lip. They should have checked his background first before backing him up.
ありえないです
I didn't get it in the first place. There was a weird romance scandal after the preliminaries, right? But at the same time, the girl took all the blame and was eliminated.
わかった
Yeah, I remember.
でも
But he didn't get any favors after the past of his school violence was revealed.
ということは
That's when we realized that he was a ticking bomb. I felt like you guys were neglecting him. Everything has its reaction, so we neglected him as much as we backed him up before. He should have nothing to say even if we kick him out the door. Oh god. Privilege admitted, Sil said that Seung deserved blackmail for her favoritism towards Hyesung, but the exposure of Hyesung's violent past made her abandon her favoritism. Okay, I don't think he wants to talk about anything else at the moment. What do you have to say about this, huh? Reasons for exception. Okay.
やれやれ
As the saying goes, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Inha was the only one who didn't get her past exposed. Do you approve? Blah 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 opinion?
違う。
You hurt my feelings. But what they said about Hina is true though. She had a hard time anyway, aside from them avoiding her past. They would have showed it if there were anything interesting. I guess there's nothing much to reveal. I'm gonna say that.
多分
Probably because there was nothing. If something came up, she would have revealed it already.
違うだろ
You know only one side of the story. If you take everything out of from the gift package, children will lose their interest.
う。わかった。
No, you have to take the gifts out one at a time to get the excitement going.
そうって。
Are you saying there are still gifts in the package? Hissen frantically scratched his head.
えっと。
I'm just guessing, okay? We only know that she's at least 20 and that she did some dancing in the past. Do you really think that's the only thing they found out about her past?
考えてみろ。
But what about us? They even aired the mistakes we made when we were in junior or high school.
違った。
That didn't come out in the show.
ま
It's not just me, I'm speaking on behalf of everyone else. You know we all got picked clean by the show. Anyhow, Seung gave her a pass. That's probably what happened. The show covered Inha's life only up to the point of her crooked years. Her life story before that was never mentioned. Other people found it odd. Aftermath. Hyosung looked lost on TV. Some blah, 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 blah.
ち
It's true, I spaced out during the training for the finals. But it is actually because of the history of school violence. Although it wasn't the only reason.
もしかして。
Was there another reason?
わかった。
Of course, I'm such a delicate person. Around that time, I had a serious issue at hand. Hissen doesn't remember how he got through the training for the finals. There seems to be something other than the scandal, but he's keeping his mouth shut. Now I'm not sure if I should tell it or not. Hissen carefully chose his words. No, I'm not telling. Why waste time if you're going to do it anyway?
え、何
It was loading. Any problem with that? How can you ever comprehend my delicate heart?
まだだよ。
I still can't get the hang of it. I'll begin to talk when the time comes. Okay. Public enemy.
へえ。
That's bullshit.
それは。
He claims to be your high school friend.
それで。
Who cares? Now that you're done with framing me, you are beginning to beat up on me. Hissen quietly swore with his teeth clenched. His jaw began to tremble.
違うか。
I guess he wasn't a school friend after all.
ち
I think he is. Considering the mess he created, I get the feeling. He was infuriated with the phater post, which disclosed his high school life. Still, he admitted that it was actually written by his high school friend. But it contained words like violence or extortion. Hisung's gaze turned to Do-yoon.
わかる。
That's what I mean.
そんな。
Then you're... Are you asking me if I admit it? You were going to do it on your way anyway.
わかった。
If you respond to anything in any way, then you're involved with them. School friends? What a precious friendship. Why does he seem so happy to talk about this? Can I show image? Okay. What do you want to say about her? Some people like her character and some don't.
な。
Who would want to have panic attacks as one of their defining traits? When she first showed symptoms, the production crew was lashing out at her.
考えてみろ。
But think about it. Ever since her past became the present, all the viewers were sympathizing with her all of a sudden. Everyone applauds her now. You might think I'm mean for saying this, but what she did there was to beg for sympathy votes.
でしょ
Did she receive sympathy votes? Yes, she did.
曖昧だな。
Viewers who support her, can you consider their votes as sympathy votes? Sympathy or not, they did vote. I don't care what they felt when they threw the vote. In the end, she got the point. She picked the right item. I don't care what you think, but don't ever mention that in front of Jaeyoung. Hey, I'm not soft like you. But he has a delicate heart, okay? Hyesung was smiling wickedly, but his lips were trembling. I'll do it if that's what it takes to put me up there. Oh god. Oh! Oh shit, how long was I muted? I was, when I'm clicking enter, the button for the mute is right there. Whoops, I hope it wasn't long. I couldn't believe they were doing it so openly. Juyun tried to hide it. Not long, don't worry. Okay, good. Because I'm doing the enter key to pass the dialogue, and the mute button is right there, so I'm sorry. It must have been shameful for her. Juyun was known to suffer from panic attacks after she left Beloved. She still receives treatment. She had to hope to maintain her privacy during the show. Well, she hoped, but she didn't. What do you want to talk about? Public opinion. The company seems to be more concerned with the timing of when to resume the show when they didn't even take control of the situation. Yes, nobody expected this would happen, but still. The stage came down and we have a dead person at hand. Although we haven't heard any news about it. They don't even know what to talk about first. I wish I could be forgiving, but this is just pathetic. It's like they don't know the seriousness of the situation. Inhead lowered her watch after briefly looking at it. Checking it just makes me feel frustrated. Good grief. We should remain calm. Things out there must be different. Confusion is increasing everywhere. They are crossing the line. They are crossing a line. Come on, get us out. This is too much. It's pandemonium in and out. She liked that. I guess it's infuriating even for a noble person like yourself. Noble? That's not the word that best describes me. I thought you were such a noble person because I saw you looking dumb as usual even when people called you a betrayer. Okay. Ina crossed her arms and wiggled her index finger. For those in here, getting rescued is a top priority. We shouldn't fall for these games. Right, but if that response continues, people out there could get affected. They won't recognize the seriousness of the situation and will try to find amusement from it. And that would cause someone to act like a bull in a China shop.
もしかして
Are you talking about his son?
そうね
Yeah, you saw his vain efforts, right? And we'll also have jerks like that Twitter account crawling out from God knows where. Do you think this kind of atmosphere will continue? I can understand there is no command center at the moment, but that's not something you'd expect from the official account. What are they going to do about this disorderly atmosphere, huh? Growing chaos, the inappropriate and vague response from the accident by the company resulted in more confusion to the media, viewers, contestants watching for a chance and malicious anonymous user. Anything else you want to talk about? Okay, Gihuk, what do you see? What do you say? Audience list.
それでも
I think they're almost done checking the audience.
わかった
I know, it could have been a disaster. But they are still checking the staff.
それは
I think it's more complicated. I know now. It doesn't seem logical, though. As for the show, the staff is supposed to be the family, right?
うん
Are you saying they should take care of the family first? Should families take care of their own first? I mean, yeah. Right? Some families are worse than others, that is correct. But I'm guessing there's a touchy subject with his family. I'm gonna say this. Of course.
それは
That's what families do. Family. Yeah, I knew it.
そう
I don't know. Some families are worse than strangers. Duke's downcast voice made Duyin feel sorry.
正直
It's probably a good thing now, but nobody came here.
うん
I'm no different. We're in a different situation. Because I was a disgrace to my father's family? Duke shook his head weakly. You heard the interview, right? He said he was ashamed to have two jokers in the family and just hung up.
わかった
It was too much. Was that really necessary?
違うよ
He wasn't pretending to be mean. That's just how he thought. Oh god. No one from his family came to the venue to see his performance. When the staff visited his uncle, he complained that his family had produced two jokers.
あの
We're family, so to speak.
わかるだろ
Eating together makes you family, I guess. All masquerade members thought we were a family.
そうかもな
I know.
くそ
I'm not trying to redefine what family is, but we all have common sense.
知ってた
Yeah, I know.
やっぱり
The number of audience is accurately counted to the moment they enter the building.
そうだ
But the staff includes part-timers and contract workers. They were more inattentive towards the family that they used to work with. Treated them like disposable tools. Now that I'm in this mess, I can see it more clearly. I wish they would hurry up and confirm the staff list too. Anonymous account. Who is this troll out of nowhere?
どうして
They appear out of nowhere and started stirring things up. You can tell they're trying to create commotion just by looking at the username.
一体
Why did they have to come out at a time like this?
もしかしたら
That's the wrong question. They came out now precisely it's a time like this. If they're not worried about getting embarrassed or criticized, this is the best timing.
くそ
Why would they get embarrassed? Nobody can figure out who they are in the first place.
そうだ
Right, they have nothing to lose. The clamor triggered by the anonymous account. We have to put up with it, they're out of anyone's control. Can't let them spread rumors, we should deal with them proactively. They're out of anyone's control.
な
We just have to endure it, they're out of control.
あ
I agree, although I'm really pissed off. If we take action, we're falling for their trick. People will think we're pathetic for egging on phater while being stuck down here.
もし
He still might go at it and with them.
うん
I hope not. Hisung was on the other side, nervously jerking his feet. I don't think he'll behave rashly since there's an incident earlier when he used phater. It's inevitable that people like Hyesung, Sejong are acting in chaos like this. Since the response from the show is naive and hesitant, the mass media got overheated and people get excited. We get contestants like Hyesung aiming to rebound, and we also get anonymous accounts seeking attention.
そうか。
Are you saying we're in a situation where troublemakers can't be avoided? We'll just have to wait for the situation to sort itself out so the troublemakers will disappear. Okay. Okay, nice timing with the coffee and anxiety attacks. They found out the right time to post a groundless rumor.
結局
I think they're trying to talk about your...
分かってる。
I know. Jung dropped her head and paused for a moment. I did work as a barista. I didn't think it was necessary to mention it during the interview, and I just let it slide because the show didn't talk about it either. Coffee and Anxiety Attack is the name of my band. I love that. I love that name. What? Give me the top 3 songs. Coffee? Yeah, I like drinking coffee. Coffee provokes anxiety attacks, doesn't it? That's what I thought. They always rake over the past. Why didn't they show cover it? I'm gonna just say that. Why didn't the show talk about this? It's been exposing all the other matters from the past.
さあ、
Well, only Seiyon knows the answer.
でも
I'm surprised you didn't ask.
え
Huh? About what?
それが
I thought you'd ask me about how coffee and panic attacks don't go together.
それは
It's... People tend to ask me first because many people know about it.
私は
I've been enjoying coffee since before I started panic attacks. I hadn't worked for a long time after leaving Beloved, so I decided to work at a cafe when the job was offered to me. Duyun wanted to point out that it was different from the relationship between coffee and panic attacks, but he decided to change the subject. Juyung worked as a barista while taking time off and revealed that she is a coffee lover. Her haters claimed that she was phony trying to get more votes because coffee aggravates panic attacks. Oh, top 3 songs is Damn, This Coffee is Burnt, Panic Attack is a New Wave, Big Titles is Very Emo, Let's Make Them Longer. Those are the top 3 most streamed songs. I love them. Send me your SoundCloud.
もし
You said it'd been a long time, but still, no one recognized you?
うん
Sometimes people ask me if I was Juyung from Beloved. And I said no. I told them they were mistaken. Are you saying you pretended to be someone else?
そう
I asked the manager to give me a different name tag. No matter how much time went by, people continued to criticize me, so I wanted to deny myself.
だけど
But I guess I couldn't fool everyone. Since it's resurfacing like this. It's true that Juyung worked as a barista a long time after she had left Beloved. She even wore a name card with a pseudonym to hide her identity. Okay, one more clue. Unfair accusation. Similar logic.
やっぱり
You saw how other guys got attacked. There's a similar logic. Planting a seed of suspicions in the ground of truth that's either been revealed or speculated on.
うん
Truth and suspicion.
そうなんですか
The National University Gyuhyuk graduated from. Doesn't it offer all kinds of scholarships? Maybe they just wrote whatever they could think of.
私の
This is pretty clear compared to other rumors. Or you could just deny. To the remark that denying things will clear suspicion. It's his decision whether to answer or not. Demanding an answer is also coercion. Remaining silent is part of contract, like it always been. Yeah, it's up to him. It's better to keep quiet anyway.
多分
We need to keep silent as specified in contract.
そうかしら
Like what we've been doing so far?
違うか
No, maybe that came out wrong. I feel like the current situation is also an extension of the show. Maybe because we no longer have clear guidance. Shit, she didn't like that.
そうだけど
But I'm not sure if I can consider that a good answer.
はい
Yeah, I admit it. Without even meaning to, I sound like P-Star staff.
私もよ
I think I made it look like less serious than it should be. If it's not, just say no. It applies to all of us after all. Jing stared at Higuhu, standing at the other side.
なぜかしら
What do you think Yu is thinking now? If people start to believe it, it will be accepted as corruption or dirty play.
多分
Considering his personality, he'd probably let them blabber on.
間違いないわ
He is obviously waiting for a very specific response. They were hostile to Gyuhook for depriving someone else of a scholarship when he himself wasn't experiencing financial hardship. Someone disclosed Gyuhook's unfair receipt of the scholarship. He faced severe criticism that he stole a scholarship from a poor student when he is already rich.
合ってます
The intended response can already be felt.
そうだけど
But there must be a strict policy concerning the college affairs. I don't believe it,
はい
although he won't be able to openly explain it. Right, we have agreed on the rules of the show after all. It is absolutely foul play if you receive the scholarship on the excuse of financial hardship. Okay, oh my god, we got all the clues. It's taken an hour and 20 minutes to gather all the clues. This is why I left this for today and not the other stream. God damn. Okay, in her razor hand.
考えてみたんだけどあの T よしえとかいうやつなんだけどやっぱり中と関係があると思うの
What? In here?
中というと
Ina pointed her finger at the floor.
ここ
Here, in this place.
何おかしなこと言ってんだもう少し詳しく話してくれ
Oh my goodness!
例えば
Action 2234 just joined the hideout. Greetings.
Greetings, Action! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We have just finished the conversation part of this section, and now we are seeing what's going on next. So make sure to stick around. Welcome, welcome! Oh my goodness!
Action 2234 has gifted a sub to Weiner Crew.
Enjoy the emotes!
ユーマだってこと
That's a very bold accusation.
バレたか
Wait, what?
とでも言うと思ったか
Oh, okay.
俺も今こいつのせいで困ってんだぞクニカちゃんびっくりしたじゃないですか本当だと思って
I mean, we never know. It would make very much sense if someone in the crew would be threatening everyone. I think if someone were to know these things, it would either be Hyesung or Seal. Because Seal was staff, and Hyesung was the favorite one.
お前いつまでクニカ様の肩持ってんだよ
I think that would make sense.
だから番組の関係者じゃないかってことよ
クニカさん今僕たちに重要なのは
Gyuk
じゃない
is spitting facts. He said, "Can you not worry about this right now? I swear to God."
ケイちゃん簡単に言い過ぎ
Okay, don't.
でも
Come on.
お金持ちがタダでお金もらっても大したことじゃないもんね
I'm getting a sense that even though his family is rich, he's been cut off from all the wealth. Like, Gyuk is not rich himself. Looking a bit wilder, Gyuk looked at Duyun.
黙ってる相葉さんはどう思ってるのかな
What do I think? Working class champion? I'm getting a feeling, I'm getting a vibe. An anonymous account impersonating producer Sung Yoon Shin. The commotion the account has been creating is making everyone wary of one another. If this was the intent, it seems like their efforts have been successful. Do you thought about what his had been posting? The post written by him. They couldn't have been random guesses. It's... Ooh. Which of the anonymous user allegations was not previously public information? Ooh. This was... This wasn't... And this wasn't, I think. No, the unfair was not. People knew about this. This. And this then. I'm positive. I'm talking about Gyuhuk's scholarship. Exactly.
私たちもシャベッターで初めて見たからね。
本当に何かもらったのは確かなのか
I don't think that's the issue at hand at the moment.
詳しいことは言えないけど奨学金はもらったよ
Okay, okay.
教えのやつ。
Exactly. How do they know about this?
大学の関係者とかは
他の出演者のことまで話してるじゃない。
そうです大学の
That's true. It's not likely.
本戦前まではユーマを目立たせるような編集が多かった触れると思ったからそうしたんだろ
No, I doubt that actually.
でもそれは番組だけ見てもわかることじゃない。
エコひいきとかの話は普通の視聴者
I didn't pick this right.
そうですね。ずいぶん前に出た話ですし。
誰にだってできる話だった。
Okay, I didn't pick that one right. Got it.
おいいい加減なこと言うならこの辺でやめとけよ
Okay, I got that wrong.
どうも引っかかるところ多くは
ただ注目を
Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't go back and see. It's just an attention seeker.
ケイちゃんの奨学金のこと私初めて聞くけど ベリスタでも扱ったことないよね。
そうだ学生時代の
That's true. That's true.
私がバリスタとして
Oh
働いて
fuck! It was that. I was right the first time. Shit.
ベリスタで放送されたことはないわ。
All right. Inside Man. Hadn't been widely known.
またスタッフ説で行くんですか？
Yeah, actually, you were first name on list.
スタッフが全員救出されたかどうかもわからない時ですよ。今あんなことしているくらい暇な人なんていませんよ。
No.
ほう俺らの清水 AD がまた同じスタ
God,
ッフの肩を
they will bite each other if they could. Jesus Christ.
友達でも作っておいて肩を持つなら
Holy shit.
俺も
Hyosung, shut the fuck up.
どうしよう俺涙が出そう
No one likes you, Hyosung.
たった今救助されて救急車に運ばれて行ってるはずだ。喋ったなんかできるもんか。ちょっとは考えろよ。
Valid, valid.
それとも脱落者と
Ah, one of the eliminated contestants, maybe. Yeah.
ベリスタの脱落者のことか
Yeah.
ちょっとぐらいは裏事情を知っているかもしれないじゃない。
That sounds reasonable.
落ちた後にそんな情報を入手するのは難しいと思うぞ
脱落者がこんなことして何の得が？ 自分がダメなら引きずり下ろすのが人間ってもんでしょ。
I guess. But, With her head lowered, Hina raised her eyes and stared at the rest of the group.
ここ私たちのうちの一人
Could be one of us. I'm not ruling that out.
個人的に突き止めた話を流して脱落させようとしてるのよ。アカウントが違うでしょ。いい教えなのよ。別のアカウント使ってるのよ。サブアカウント。スマートウォッチで何やってるかお互いに確かめたことないでしょ。
I guess. Oh, there's a mosquito here. Get the hell out of here. At that very moment, something flashed through Duyun's mind. Unlike what Ina said, it was actually impossible for contestants to use another account. What about Staff? Oh, Staff doesn't have watches. Still doesn't have a watch. Shit, my bad. Listen. Okay, I don't have to read it. Because it is a sponsored watch. They all use the same password, which can be changed. Blah, 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 blah.
出演者が持っているのはスマートウォッチ一つだけだ。
だから何が言いたいの？
いやー、ごもっとも。
Oh my god, get it.
推理するなら確かな根拠がなきゃね。
Miss O. Ina just stood there, lost for words.
りょうくんの言う通りよ。スマートウォッチで
Yep, that is
公式ア
correct.
カウントしか使えないわ。
番組からもらったスマートウォッチだけど、公式アカウントに連動してるだろ。
僕たちの中に T 教えがいるのは不可能って。
But god, that would be so juicy. That would be so fun. One official phater account is bound to the watch of each contestant, so another account cannot be used. Ina took a step back and bit her lip.
さっきまでの勢いはどうしたん
Bro,
だ？
shut up, dude. Shut up.
呆れたぜ、タク。複数使えるなら俺がとっくにやってたよ。
For what?
分かった。認める。スマートウォッチじゃダメなのね。でも他に機器がないと保証できるの？
I mean, does anyone have a phone?
うわぁ、明らかが悪いな。いいぜ。全部出してみりゃいい。
Yeah, I'd like to see it actually. Do you have a phone? Hissen confidently turned his jacket pockets inside out. It looked like an inspection of personal belongings was about to take place.
なおちゃん、なんか妙なものはないか確かめてみて。
Yeah, give it up.
はい、わかりました。
The inspection was over. All they had was their own watch.
ほらな、これでわかっただろ。
Hey, listen, better safe than sorry, you know?
分かったわよ。皮肉言わないでくれる？
でも俺たち一人忘れてないか？
Are we?
清水直人
Wait, didn't we performed an inspection on him, right? What are you hiding up your ass?
ここにいるのに仲間外れにしたらかわいそうだろう。
Wasn't he inspected too?
僕が何も持ってないけど。
そりゃお前の言い分だろ。
Hissen wagged his finger.
メッセンジャーバッグ。そこに何が入ってるのか誰も興味ないのか。
Wait, did he only empty his pockets and not his bag? What a dumbass. Still grabbed the bag.
手帳があるんだよ。いつも持ち歩いてるんだ。
So you wouldn't mind if we take a look at the bag, right?
手帳だけにしてはかなりの大きさだけど。
だけど。
自分は抜けられたからって勝手なことばかり喋ってるなお前。
Okay, then let me see the bag.
勝手なことなのかどうかは確かめてみたらわかるだろうよ。
Hissen came forward and still took a step back in response.
個人
Hydrate?
的なものなんだ。 なん
my
で出演
tea.
者でもない僕に
Oh,
こんなことするんだ
my tea is gonna be cold, so I have some sparkly water right here. Make sure you guys have been hydrating as well. I'm not even a contestant, and
全員のためだ。
exactly, it's for the public good.
何でも疑うクニカ様も
Miss
一言と
O the doubter.
クニカちゃん
それはさっきは考えすぎたあまり
No, let me see the bag.
嫌な思いしたでしょ。ごめんなさい。
No, I want to see the bag.
は
Hyesung turned back to face Inha.
今なんて
全部出せとか責め立ててごめんなさいって言った。
Oh, no, 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 wait.
他の危機とかありえない話なのに。
Feeling awkward, Hyesung scratched the back of his neck.
そうか。認めるならいいよ。あまりにも珍しいことだ。
Okay.
ちょっと慣れねえな。
Hyesung suddenly raised his head and touched the watch.
そうだ。俺たち今こうやって向かい合って喋ってるだろ
Okay.
う。でも喋ったに T ヨシエがまた投稿をアップしたとしたら、 ここで揉めなくても外の人間の仕業だって結論が出るんじゃ。
Interesting. Hyesung suddenly fell silent.
ユーマどうした？
Hyesung flashed his teeth in anger. Okay, as previously announced, the real survival audition Buried Stars will continue. The cameras are all buried, so I'm gonna use phater. The contestants with fewest votes will be eliminated. The loser will be killed. Only the top contestant will survive. From now on, do yourself promotions to go up in the rank. The judging standard is honesty. Confess your wrongdoings and make an apology to your fans. It will be what?
ふざけたことを抜かすのもいい加減にしろよマジで。
Will fucking get dead. His hand began to tremble.
勝手に言ってるんだ。気にする必要はない。
Do you know what I'm thinking? So, it's probably not one of us. We don't know if it's another contestant, previous eliminated contestant. But I think the cameras are still usable. Like, I'm sure there's not many cameras operational. Because, you know, with all the rumble and tumbles and fuck a tons, you know. But this guy must be seeing this from somewhere. That's why he said, can't use the cameras anymore, so I'm gonna use phater. So that's why we have to, like, confess something and apologize to our fans right now, because he can't see us anymore.
必要があるかどうかはさておいて、これは
Next results will be announced on the hour. Hyesung can go up in the ranking. Please show us lots of love and support. You don't bother to vote.
プロデューサーの名前使ってデマ言いふらしてるじゃねえか。
Just when Do-yoon was about to intervene, Hyesung began to buzzily type something into his watch.
こいつと真っ向勝負するんだ
Oh
よ。
god. Who are you? Pretending to be the producer and talking bullshit? Knock it off. Ah, Hyesung, won't you show your respect to me? Are you revealing your true colors? People don't change. Are you scared of having no one on your side? I told you, confess your sins and be honest if you still want to raise your rank. You intend to impersonate Sunyoung?
こんなもん本当のことで黙らせてやる。
Oh god. Who's this troll now? Sunyoung is already dead. I saw her myself, so stop talking bullshit.
あんた今
Yeah, you shouldn't confess to something like that.
シェアぐんぐん増
All the attention and shock of the world rang through my head.
空見ろ。何も答えられない。さては隠れたな。
Oh god. Also, AWOL is what does that mean really? AWOL meaning. Absent without official leave, but no intent to desert. Okay. Hissing's voice was shaking.
もうなりすましなんかさせねえ。失せちまえ。
Oh my god. To be continued? Let's just see where it starts as and see. We have a little bit of time. Little. Sanity report status. My sanity is low. That's it.
そんなことして大丈夫なのか。じゃあこんなデタラメをずっとほっとけって。でも。
I don't think that's a good idea. Internal conflict. Infuriated with the Twitter account who pretended to be Seungyeon, Hyesung posted a comment about Seungyeon's death. Anger has turned him blind. 1,000 shares! As the number of shares grew, the number of responses began to increase as well. Who's this troll now? Singing is already dead. I saw her myself, so stop talking bullshit. Okay, let's share. A big bomb exploded. What? Hyesung did something stupid. Producer is dead? Really? Then what is this account posting comments? This is so wrong. You shouldn't tell a lie to attract attention, Hyesung. Are you out of your mind? Criticism dominant. Hyesung's careless exposure of Seungyeon's death was criticized by the survivors as well as many phater users. Checking it. Fucking Beastars official. What do you want? This official account doesn't know. Is it a lie? It's so out of the blue. Is it true that he has revealed Seungyeon's death while fighting with a troll online? Hyesung's not a phater newbie. How can he do that? The building came down. Rescue operations are still underway. It's not the time to blame Hyesung for what he said. Shame on you people. It can't be true. There was no news about that. Hyesung must have been mistaken. If Hyesung's claim is true, then what will happen, huh? Oh my god, this person is insane. Victims of what? Is this for real? How long will it take to finish checking? Can't you see what's happening now? Who is this person claiming that the producer is dead? And why is Hyesung acting up again? What's happening in there? Is anyone on duty? We're hearing from Hyesung the latest news on survivors and from an attention seeker news on Seungyeon's death. What is the role of the official account manager then? Oh my god. What a crowd! I don't know what we're going to do about it. Oh god. That really does make a difference. I mean, that sounds like their problem, I'm gonna be honest. Woof. June raised her hand to interrupt Sale. There's only news because Hyesung said it. Confirm that person identity at the accident site of Bird Stars first. Seiyin Shin? Right, the timing is so perfect. No. They only know because we said it. How can they know? They don't know. Found dead, Seiyan Shin. There was an official announcement about Seiyan's death. Thanks to using spoiler, the situation had gotten all mixed up.
公式アカウントでも発表されたぞ。
Leading our show, producing Seiyan Shin has passed away from an accident. May she rest in peace. We feel deeply responsible for this incident. We will do our best to rescue the remaining survivors inside. We will cooperate with the authorities to find out the cause and prevent any damages from the interruption of broadcasting. Seiyan's death was first disclosed by Hisung, then covered by the media pretty soon. In addition, the Beastar's official account also confirmed her death by offering condolences. No, they're not stopping the show. That's the thing. They're not stopping the show. Syl frowned.
請求すぎるよ。叩かれてニュースに出たから慌てて書いたらしいけど、メッセージの管理をしないと一家に一件ずつあんな風に書いたらどうするんだよ。袋叩きに合うから公式も動くんだな。
He really is so blinded with rage.
ユーマ、今何を言って？
エリートのくせにまだわからないのか。
I'm not catching.
お気楽だな。
もういい。放送中止による被害が及ばないようにするってどういう意味だと思う？
Minimize the possible damage to the show.
救助されたらどうにかして続ける余地があるってことだよ。
Oh my fucking... Do you only think about that? I want to get out of here.
あんたマジで本当すごいね。
デリスタが放送中止になったら俺たちも終わりだろ。チャンスだ
Oh
ぜ。
my god.
チャンスとかなんとか言ってる場合なの？
笑わせるな。
じゃあ泣けってか。
I would, personally, but...
公式アカウントの公式的な意見だぜ。とにかく上から指示されて書いたものなんだよ。
そんなことしたら得票数が変わるとでも思ってたか？さっきふざけた時と
I don't know.
結果が出るに決まってる。
I'll just believe anything at this point. People will say the votes are still ongoing, that the last contestant will be killed. Oh, I'm open to anything.
へえ。俺の味方って一人もいないんだな。ナオト、プロデューサーがいないからっていい気になってんじゃねえか。ステージがあなたからって態度までめちゃくちゃになってるか。
Woof.
新任の総括プロデューサーでいらっしゃいますか？
God
選手として
damn.
ご挨拶いたしましょうか。
そんな言い方ないじゃない。一体何をどうしたいの？
What is it? Yisung put on a crooked smile and looked at Duyun.
みんなわかってるくせによ。
What do you mean?
あんたは俺の状況をわかってくれるんだろう。違う。
I can understand him, that's the thing, but like, come on, are you serious? There's so much... There's other things that we should be prioritizing. But I can, I'm gonna say I can.
どうにか生き残ろうとあがいているんだ。
God, everyone disliked that. Except him, of course.
恋と4位のハラハラする関係。これだよな。
あんたね、今ユーマの味方してる。
I didn't say that, I just said I understand.
これ以上調子に乗って騒がれたら困ります。T 教えのことだけでも頭が痛いのに。
こんなことしたって何も変わらないわよ。落ち着いて、みんな。
Yuk frowned, shaking his head quietly. After listening to the rest of the group, Hyosung tilted his head to one side.
俺これから単独行動
Yeah, whatever you're going to do, you're going to do it on your own by now.
ピンチはなんだチャンスだよなまさしく今がその時だ
お前が一体何を考えてるのか全くわからないマジで
That can be a compliment.
俺はベリースタ続けるんだし何をどう言われても構わない
今ここがどんな状況かわかるでしょ何でもいいからまず
Yeah, that is the priority, isn't it?
ユーマ落ち着いて話を聞くんだ
来るな俺は今じゃないとダメなんだよ続けるって言ってるじゃんそれなら優勝すりゃいいってことだろ最下位のやつが焦ってるって思ってるんだろあの T 教えとかいうやつが最下位は死ぬって言ったからビビって騒いでるようにしか見えないんだろ喋っただ人気投票だ俺はそんなの全く必要ない切り札があるから
Oh. Hyosung's glaring eyes turned toward Duyun. Duyun tried to read his eyes, but there was nothing there.
これしかないんだ俺はついてくるなよ俺の話
Oh my god, he's gonna go away from the crowd, isn't he? Hyosung turned and ran down the central corridor. Oh my god, he's gonna die.
一人で行ったら危険だぞ
Yuke's shout echoed around the ruins. The rest of the group looked up at one another nervously.
このままだと
放っておきましょう
さっき廊下がどうなってるか見ただろ下手したら
そのうち自分で戻ってきますよ構ったら
Oh
もっと騒ぐに
no.
決まってます
彼の言う通りよ私たちステージの裏が危険そうに見えたから戻ってきたんでしょ
That is completely true.
もう少し待ちましょうあいつも冷静さを取り戻す時間が必要ですから一人で歯を食いしばって突っかかってきても何も変わらないのにな
You know, maybe having a life that can change a little bit, but you know, he needs to let it all out.
何も知らないくせに
Hyosung split from the group after having conflicts with the other survivors.
今はそっとしておきましょうどんなことを言っても無駄でしょうから
りょうくんでも
ずっと放っておくわけじゃないですよ
Mm-hmm.
ずいぶん興奮してますから少しの間だけ
The others nodded, looking at one another.
さっきの見たあれは正気じゃなかったよ
あれ以上噛みついてきたら我慢できなかったでしょう
Would you? Still pretended to be calm, but his voice was shaking.
本当に大丈夫なのかな
Who knows?
長く放置することはできないいざとなったら駆けつけないと行くとしたら控室かトイレぐらいだろうな
Oh, you better not. I went to the bathroom.
頭を冷やしていたらいいけどな
Yuke let out a brief sigh, looking at the door.
スマートウォッチ持っている人はメッセンジャーと喋ったの確認をお願いします、ユーマがアップした投稿はありませんか
Just then, Duyun felt the buzz of a notification on his wrist. Oh, is he speaking to me? Is he DMing me?
ゆうまくんなの
はい
Yeah, he's DMing me.
噂をすれば影ですね
Kid, Surely he doesn't care about me. Why does he gotta talk to me? Just the two of us, okay? Dressing room, come alone and meet me.
なんて言ってた？
俺と二人きりで話したいって。何を企んでるのか。
I'm very confused. Is he gonna kill me?
つまらないことで精神的な勝利を収めたつもりでしょうけどね。
行くわよね。
You're sleepy. I'm ending the stream soon. But I also have some things to take care of. I'm just seeing where this takes us a little bit and then I'll finish it.
ええ。ここで休んでてください。
But I'm Tronim. How are you?
レイナさんは私に任せて。でも、なんで一人だけ呼ぶわけ？不安だね。
メッセンジャーで全部話すか、電話をするか。気にすることはない。
I don't know. It's a little suspicious. It's a
も
bit
し興奮して
suspicious.
暴れて事故でも起きたら。
一人でとは言ってるけど、一緒に行こうか。
I would love that, but that would be betraying his trust, right?
まださっきのような状態だったら危険かも。
大丈夫。行ってくるよ。
Jung, who was leaning against Ina, raised her head.
今頃は落ち着いたかもしれないわ。なんとか説得する方向でお願いね。
ユーマ、俺の言うことはある。
I guess.
言われた通りに言って話してみます。
どんな状況か必ず知らせて。
I'll send a distress signal.
ああ、心配するな。
And with this auto-save checkpoint, we are... I'm clicking escape. It's not working.
ユーマ。
Well, it did save. So, with this, we are gonna end it here for tonight. Again, the plot of this game just gets thicker and thicker, and the mystery gets more mysterier. And I can't tell you where the game is going. I really cannot. I can't figure out a way to end this. And that's the beauty of it, is it not? So, I know exactly who to raid. We are gonna raid Yogurt. They are doing an art stream with Lily, and apparently Lily is speaking tonight. That is a new. So I will see you guys next week, and don't forget the next week is movie night. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. Don't forget to vote. I need to change that raid message one of these days. I'll try and remember. Thank you for stream. Thank you all so much for coming. Oh my god, let me put the stream ending. I am so sorry. Thank you all so much for coming. It really does mean a lot that you guys hang out and be here and just, you know, support me all through and through. I'll see you guys next week. Have the most beautiful week. And I love you. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys online. Hydrate. I bet. There you go. I'll see you guys online. Take care, alright? I love you.